Hey, what do you hear? What do you say? My Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Google Plus, your sister's ass, the Pony Express, Vic Dibitetto here. I'm about to drop some facts, truth, history, knowledge. So take it for what it's worth. This is what it is. So do with this info whatever you want. Guess what happened between 1936 and 1980 in this country? Oh, and let me remind you that during this time frame, the country experienced the most growth and the middle class was thriving, and you could own a house and a car, and the husband could work and the wife could stay home, and there was no federal debt. So you know what happened between 1936 and 1980? The tax rate was anywhere between 79 and 90%. You know for who? Only for the fucking millionaires who stayed millionaires. And you know what we did during that time frame? We came out of the Depression. We created a powerhouse economy. The highway system was built. We went to the moon. We built cities and skyscrapers. And then this country accomplished about 1 million other unbelievable things. Then you know what happened? Well, remember a few days ago I told you some stats, and one of them was that 5% of the people in the U.S. are millionaires, but like 60% of Congress are millionaires. So here's what happened. The millionaires started running for office in larger numbers in Congress, or started supporting specific people to run for office, and they started voting for the tax rate on millionaires to go down, way down. And you know what happened since 1980? The middle class has been destroyed. The country has accumulated massive debt, and there is ridiculous income inequality. You want the truth? That's the harsh truth. All because the richest of the rich are either putting people in Congress or are the Congress. And they have tilted the whole thing in their favor, so they make all the real money, and the country runs on the backs of the hardworking person and small businesses. You don't believe it? Go fucking do some research. It's pretty easy. You want to be one of those fucking idiots who works their ass off for a living and thinks the rich should get the real tax cuts and the middle class and the lower should just be thankful to have a bullshit paying job? Be my guest. You are sticking the fork right up your own asses. Here's something. You know that piece of shit congressperson, Marjorie Taylor Greene? You know, the one who supports QAnon? You know what she just said recently? Here's her quote. If English was good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for us. Just so all of you understand, Jesus spoke Aramaic and Hebrew. He didn't speak English, but that's okay. Let it go. It's okay if you want to be a racist, ignorant moron. You got that going for you, which is nice. So here's something. Here's what a Tennessee pastor said recently when someone asked him what he thought about people saying they don't wear masks because they believe God will protect them. A pastor said this: you trust God, but you wear a seatbelt. You trust God, but you use oven mitts. You trust God, but you have smoke detectors in your house. You trust God, but you take your medicine. Then he said this: acting with caution and wisdom does not indicate a lack of trust in God. Interesting, right? Think about it. Here's a thought for all of you who are confused about your class status. If you can't afford to miss a paycheck, you are the working poor. Sorry, but you are. And guess what? 80% of the American workforce is living paycheck to paycheck. 80% of the American workforce can't afford to miss a paycheck. You're not upper middle class. You're not even middle class. You are literally the working class. Look, I'm not passing judgment or anything. I'm just stating a fact. If you live paycheck to paycheck, you are the working class. I didn't make that up. It is what it is. Remember what I said above? The trickle-down economics is just simply rich people pissing on you. You deserve more. You deserve better than that. And now I'll leave you all with this quote from John Lennon. When it gets down to having to use violence, then you are playing the system's game. The establishment will irritate you, pull your beard, flick your face to make you fight. Because once they have you violent, then they know how to handle you. The only thing they don't know how to handle is nonviolence and humor. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. Be healthy. Nonviolence and humor. Now that's something we all could use more of.